There's a full moon in Taurus on October 27th. That's sure to give you a lot of stability. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. This is your weekly angelic horoscope transmission from your Zodiac angels and from the planetary angel that is going to be the most generous with his energy this week, which is the Archangel Gabriel. And of course, because the full moon is in Taurus, that's going to affect the Zodiac angel Asmodai and that realm. Now, the combination of planetary and astrological events this week peak during the blessings of the full moon in Taurus. Moonlight rains down on the lunar seeds necessary to create the magic beans that can bear the fruit of ownership, especially business, property, and investments. This is the last chance to take full advantage of the vital worldly energies, best represented by the fixed earth sign of Taurus. The graphic and visceral nature of this event, of the full moon in Taurus, can bring financial gain guaranteed to set you up for life. If you can harness these lunar seeds provided by the lunar deity, Yahweh Asmodai. So how are we going to take advantage of this lunar event? We're going to give you the specifics of how you can take best advantage using your particular sign, your particular zodiac angel. And if you want even more detail, we are available for consultations in this type of high magic, because this type of high magic can be very dangerous. So you don't want to do this unless you know what you're doing. So just forewarned is forearmed, but this is a very auspicious time. Okay, so this full moon event on the 27th this week, how is this going to affect you? This is again a full moon in the sign of Taurus the bull. This is going to give you the favor of those who pull rank on you and those who have established their families as royalty in very high places. So if you want to get the favor of people who wear the crown, so to speak, or you want to get the favor of those who have a lot of brass bars on their arm, or a lot of stars, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to utilize this. And that will get you special attention and special mention. But again, you have to know what you're doing. We've provided you here with the fundamentals, and if you want to flesh it out a little bit, we are available for consultations. All right, now, the full moon, again, the archangel correspondence is Gabriel, the Archangel Gabriel. And this is going to make Gabriel, who's usually not really that comfortable with ownership, quite frankly, it'll make Gabriel more comfortable with ownership and with position and power and acquisition, more acquisition and more feeling stable and knowing that they own and hold vast resources. That's the key here. And this is something the Archangel Gabriel, the planetary Archangel Gabriel, is going to learn during this full moon event in Taurus from the inhabitants of the realm of the Taurus angel Asmodai. Okay? And there's, as you see, there's some similarity here between Yahweh Asmodai in the root of the word and Asmodai. So you want to understand that these two work together very, very well, and you want to understand that. Okay, now the Astrology Angel Magic evocation will give you some of these specifics. The Zodiac Angel, we'll do the Planetary Angel first. The Planetary Angel correspondences that you want to utilize to take full advantage of these magic beans and grow this beanstalk So you can get the people with the genetics, who have the genetics and the know-how to get the goose that laid the golden egg. All right? Now the full moon, again, best represented by Gabriel at this time, with the incense myrrh and rose combined. And there, you know, depending on how much rose and how much myrrh you use, will depend on what you want to actually accomplish. If you want more of a effect where you attract money, you can utilize more rose. If you want to have something where you are able to use the law of repulsion to get rid of things you don't want, you would use more myrrh. Now, you can use myrrh if you want to get rid of things you don't want, and you can use rose if you want to get things you do want, and you can mix them in so that it's very specific. If you want this and you don't want that, then you would have to change the formula. Okay? So we can help you with that. So again, you can visit www.readingsbyrosemary.com and our staff will help you with that. Now, the Hebrew letter to utilize is Gimel, and the Psalm 119 verses 17 to 24 should be utilized. The zodiac angel you want to use is the zodiac angel correspondences for Taurus the bull. That's the angel, zodiac angel Asmodai, and the incense would be, for this event, would be thyme. And the Hebrew letter Vav and Psalms 119 verses 41 to 48. We'll also, in the future, be giving you some correspondences from the book of Revelation, which will be very important. Because, as you know, Revelation in Greek is apocalypse. Now, you can also add to your magical evocation, you can also add your zodiac angel for your particular sign. And the correspondences, go to the Zodiac Angel Magic blog, go to About on our YouTube channel at the Astrology Angel YouTube, and go to About, and you can get to the Zodiac Angel blog, and you can find out exactly what type of correspondences you can use for your sign and for the different houses, and we'll be updating that as we go along. All right, for Aries, for the sign Aries, the ram, we have the zodiac angel Mechidael, and then we have the full moon in Taurus. Sanctions an increased flow of what is needed to increase your house if you have the endurance to gather them into your hands. And you want to gather them into your second house of money and possessions. And please be aware that when people tell you what their sign is, they may be attached to their rising sign and be saying that their sun sign is their rising sign. People may do that because because of the cycles that the sun goes through. So just understand, you need to get accurate information from people if you want to get accurate results. For those of you that are learning magics, you can do it for people. Half the time people aren't going to give you the right information. So you have to make it clear to them that if they want good results, they have to give you accurate information. Now for the sign of Taurus the bull, the zodiac angel Asmodai, this full moon in Taurus, bestows the magic beans necessary to become more substantial if you know how to capture them in your first house of yourself and appearances. For the sign of Gemini, the twins, the zodiac angel Umbriel, the full moon in Taurus gives up moonbeams and magic seeds required to make you more abundant if you know how to collect them in your 12th house of spirituality. So this is a very important time for this type of spiritual endeavor. It's not just only for the material world, because spirituality, as you know, people make money with spiritual ventures. Duh. For the sign of Cancer the Crab, the zodiac angel Muriel. The full moon in Taurus sprinkles the magic pixie dust just in time to give you stability if you possess the vessels in your 11th house of your friends and your reputation. A lot here about how to receive. That's indeed the meaning of the word Kabbalah. For the sign of Leo the lion, the zodiac angel Virgo. The full moon in Taurus allows the flow of the current of magic if you have the grace to receive in your 10th house of your social standing and your fame. So at this time it's telling you, Leo, that in order to be able to get this magical current plugged in to your house of social standing and fame, which is your 10th house, you have to have a more gracious reception. And indeed that will help. For the sign of Virgo, the Virgin, the zodiac angel is Hamaliel. The full moon in Taurus affords the magic beings desired to gain increased ownership if you have the open hands to take delivery in your 9th house of life, path, meaning. So the meaning of your life becomes more important, and the meaning of your life, you can actually find that having that being important actually affords a materialistic stability. That's the key. For the sign of Libra, the scales, the zodiac angel Uriel. The full moon in the sign of Taurus, the bull, sanctions the magic seedlings wished for towards wealth, towards you getting wealth, if you have the courage to accept what is given in your 8th house. This is intense for you because that's your 8th house of birth, sex, death, and debt. So those are the parts of your life where you make a commitment there and it's for good. For the sign of Scorpio, the scorpion, zodiac angel Barchiel. The full moon in Taurus gives you just the right amount of the magic beans you need to obtain riches if you have the will to accept offerings in your 7th house of law and commitment. So accepting offerings, there's a lot of legalities about what you can and cannot accept. But this is talking about having the will to make sure that you're not shortchanging yourself and saying, "Oh, I don't want to do that because that's not legal." You want to find out if indeed it is legal, and then allow things to come through to you in that manner, and that will help. The sign of Sagittarius, for the sign of Sagittarius, the archer, zodiac angel Adnachiel. The full moon in the sign of Taurus bestows the magical knowledge desired to collect monies from nature's cornucopia if you have an open mind in your 6th house of your habits, your daily regimens, your health habits, your daily routines. That will be very beneficial, and you get the magical knowledge that you desire, and you'll be able to collect monies in a natural manner, because there's like a seed of gold that reproduces itself. It's an alchemical secret, if you will. Capricorn, for the sign of Capricorn, the goat. For the zodiac angel Hanael, the full moon in Taurus grants the magic seeds you need to become truly abundant if you have enough vessels of reception, enough lovely clay pots from enough groups or organizations. As we hold hands, we create vessels, right? in your 5th house of children and creativity, and your creative projects and your children's creativity. So there's a lot right now, a lot of importance placed on making sure the kids have what they need, and that's very auspicious at this time for you, during this full moon especially. For the sign of Aquarius, the water bearer, the zodiac angel Gabriel, the full moon in Taurus allows for the production of the magic pixie dust hoped for if you have the open hands to accept in your 4th house of your home and your family. So basically, it's sort of like getting your house blessed kind of a thing. And you just have to have a willingness to accept blessings, and accept blessings upon your home and family, and know that that these kind of blessings are a blessing, and that, for example, when you're blessed with holy water, that's not a curse, that's a blessing, and that will help. All right, for this sign of Pisces, the fish, the zodiac angel Omnisciel. The full moon in Taurus allows for the sprinkling of the magic seedlings yearned for if you have the courage to receive in your 3rd house of transportation or simple communication. This type of thing is here going to be, again, a little bit before the 27th. On the 26th, 27th, and 28th, you'll be able to utilize this energy, Pisces. It'd be good for you to do so. Now remember, high magic can be dangerous. And if you want more guided help, or you want us to bless a business or home with the Messianic Kingdom blessing in this high angelic magic, you can contact us. Visit www.readingsbyrosemary.com. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel, and join us again next week.